Hello and welcome to our lesson on humanism, where we look at the intellectual changes that happened in the Middle Ages. Our objectives, we're going to define what humanism is, and we're going to explore the types of art and intellectualism in the Middle Ages, and of course understand how that art and intellectualism changed in the Renaissance. When we talk about humanism, it's simply the study of classical antiquity that started in Italy and spread throughout Europe. And it's a celebration of humans, all the things humans did, humans in the past in particular. Before that, art and intellectual activity was done by the churches and monasteries, monks and priests, and they really rejected the ideas of the past, considered them pagan, wanted to avoid the ideas from Italy or Rome and Greece. And so everything was focused on religious art, religious contemplation, religious production. So a very specific era of art and intellectualism happened during the Middle Ages, really focusing on beyond, not on people. So your first shout out, pause the video and think for a moment. Who were the intellectuals in the Middle Ages? If you said the church, monks, or religious leaders, you'd be correct. Now, this all changed. With the Renaissance, we saw art and intellectualism become something about looking at the past, looking at what Rome did and Greece did, learning from other people, exploring other ideas, and suddenly anyone could be an artist. It wasn't just done in churches or monasteries. People really found their claim to fame as artists and thinkers. Some of the greatest artists, like Da Vinci and Michelangelo, came out of this period, sometimes working for the church, sometimes working for wealthy patrons, people who had the money to pay for their work. It really became this idea of celebrating the human form. What mankind could achieve? And that leads us to our question. How did the Renaissance change art and intellectualism in Europe?